Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic book. We had a rather light Marvel haul this week, especially nice for last week's haul, two hauls. But anyways, so we're gonna end things with this video starting off with Web of Spider-Verse: New Blood. This is a one-shot as designed as a prequel to this year's upcoming Spider-Verse versus Venomverse story. And so, the issue opens with describing the web heart. Basically, it's the heart of the web of life and destiny, and it's dark. It has agreed to a contest with its dark counterpart, the whatever the Venom one is called. And so, the contest will have multiple. The web heart has chosen various spiders to represent it in this competition. Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. One I don't recall the name of, but a leader, Peter. A wild card, Spider-Ham. Revolutionary. That might actually be Spider-Bite then. A weapon, Weapon 8. An artist, and an orphan. And so, but there's one last spot to fill. So, that brings us to our next story. Focusing on Spider-Hulk. Spider-Man with the powers of the Hulk, not intentional or originally, but he does not try to hide his secret identity, and so. First, when Goblin shows up and Spider-Hulk smashes. Then Doc Ock shows up, grabs MJ. Then Rhino shows up and after Doc Ock gets smashed, Rhino shows up and MJ tries to stop it, calm Peter down, and he leaves after Rhino's been smashed. And the story ends with Peter Parker and Bruce Banner walking down opposite sides of a road, going opposing ways. But then the web part feels like might actually well, Spider-Hulk has power and drive, but well, doesn't exactly he's more reliability. Next, we've got story of Count Parker. Mary Jane Van Helsing has agreed to hunt down a vampire in a small town, and it's normally it's a pretty pretty basic gig, and she has this tingle about it. Something's different. She takes on the Count's familiars and underlings. Also takes out apparently the count of scientists and has a thing for animal-human hybrids. She takes down a rhino hybrid, human rhino hybrid, before meeting the count. She tries to stake him, and it becomes some of a dance between the two of them, and he makes her a vampire, and she's loving this. Apparently, making her a vampire has transferred her to the web of life and destiny, but neither the Count nor Mary Jane Van Helsing are chosen for the Spider Squad. Next, we've got Spider Prowler on Earth 2501. Prowler and Miles are Earth 2501 has been invaded by the Kree, and it's pretty much destroyed. But and things are looking grim for the remaining survivors, and so Spider-Man and Prowler tried to do something about that, and Prowler intends to blow up the Kree scanning vessel, whereas Miles wants to just make so its scanners are inoperable. However, the operating system has been changed, and so Miles can't get into it. Prowler gets killed by a Kree, and tells Miles to when the rules give our oppressors all the power, it's your responsibility to break those rules. And so, Spider-Man redubs himself Spider Prowler, and he is chosen to be the last of the team. And there will be a Web of Venomverse New Blood one shot coming soon. Obviously, detailing who Venom, which Venoms are picked. Otherwise, decent one shot. The crossover should be interesting, to say the least. I do have to wonder how if somehow Eddie's gonna regain the Venom symbiote, or maybe Flash will be the leader, basically. But anyways, moving on to our next book, we've got Ultimates, number 10. Where we left off, Tony's still recovering from his injuries against the Hulk. And so, the issue opens, though, with Human Torch, the Jim Hammond Human Torch, Golden Age one, reminiscing about killing Hitler. Apparently, he has, over the years, had to basically discard various memories. However, that is a memory that he will never discard. It keeps him warm. So, the Ultimates are planning a raid on Castletown. home to a neo-Nazi group known as the Red Skulls, who have also combined who have taken on the iconography of a 1970 era York police officer. But the Ultimates go in and do what they can and take down Red Skulls. They find a trophy room, mostly just animals that have been hunted, the great white shark, various fish, and also another form of sea life, Prince Namor, the Submariner. That gets Cap just a little bit pissed. And the Red Skull, well, the Grand Skull, makes his appearance. Apparently, this Red Skull knows Cap, though the original Red Skull was killed during the war. But Red Skull asks if he killed Namor, but apparently he was killed in Atlantis. But he didn't decompose, and the new ruler was didn't want Namor becoming a rallying point to the rest of Atlantis. But basically, he's thought of by Red Skull as by Grand Skull as the fish that never rots. And Grand Skull's henchmen get taken out. However, another failed potential member of the Ultimates shows up, John Walker. Apparently, Walker is one of Red Skull's true believers. He took the Super Soldier Serum, and Human Torch lights his head on fire. Cap and Grand Skull go after each other. Apparently, though, Grand Skull's helmet is damaged before he teleports away. And he leaves Steve with a cryptic comment. It was good to see you, Steve. The Ultimates then bury Namor at sea. And Cap is dwelling on that last comment from Grand Skull. It's good to see you. And Jim noticed there was something familiar about Grand Skull's voice. And he goes through his basically his files, as it were, and realizes the Grand Skull is James Buchanan Bucky Barnes. And that is where the issue ends. That's tragic fate of Bucky Barnes in the multiverse. That's all I can really say about that. Man. Anyways, moving on though to our last book for the week, we've got Star Wars Jedi Knights #1. This book is set shortly in the time frame slightly before Naboo. Probably like 5 years or so before Naboo. And focuses on, obviously, the Jedi. But the invasion of Syrinx Prime. On Syrinx Prime, team of Jedi is engaged in a standing battle. It's simply a Yoda, Mace Windu, Vet in the Mooncrest, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and Padawan learner Obi-Wan Kenobi, whose master is with a recently knighted Jedi, Baron Kana, overconfident, recently knighted, and they try and get the invading force to pull out with a Jedi mind trick, but that does not work. Meanwhile, Aligalia and Senator Longa are on a reconnaissance mission on Syrinx Prime, and they find what appears to be a rather large prison. Back on Makura, Master Qui-Gon and Jedi Barum are attacked. Well, it seems they're attacked, but the attacker focuses on Qui-Gon, and it's someone with multiple energy blades. But he disappears in a cloud of smoke, leaving more questions than answers. The Aligalia and Senator Longa proposed that perhaps the invasion of Syrinx Prime was not an invasion, but a rescue mission. And it's decided that what should be done is make sure that both planets are no longer capable of waging war on one another. The Syrinxian weapons forge is destroyed by Shakti and a team of Jedi. And this is on Bakura. General Lapko is told. Yoda tells General Lapko of this, and Mace Windu tells Lapko, whereas on Star Trek Prime, Yoda tells the commanders. On Bakura's shipyards are being destroyed, and the Synodic's weapons forge is also being destroyed. The attack goes smoothly, and the two leaders of both planets go to the bargaining table. Afterwards, at the Jedi Temple, Barum suggests that the attacker was actually focusing on Qui-Gon, and also managed to put a cloaked beacon in Qui-Gon's cloak. Meanwhile, Obi-Wan is training with Master Yoda, and he's attempting, basically, he's being trained on looking into the future. He sees some interesting things, such as Master Yoda facing off against Count Dooku, Jedi Master Kelleran Beck, Count Dooku facing off against a young Jedi Knight, Anakin. Among various other things. And he's told by Yoda that what he sees is not set in stone. It's all various paths the future may take. However, one thing he saw was Qui-Gon being facing off against the assassin from earlier in the series, the issue, and being killed by him. And that is where the issue ends. It is fair to say that part of last part of Obi-Wan's vision will come to pass, just not who does the killing of Qui-Gon. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.